Okay, it's just after midnight. Now it's the 5 August. This is Morning 6162 Wolves. And I did find, I've just had a very long day at work, but I just found a good, concise update on the HALSTEAD wildfire. This is from KBOI2.com. This is out of Boise. www.kboy2.com news. And this is only about 5 hours old, published just about 6:30 Mountain Daylight Time tonight. Look at Boise's oncoming weather: 97 and thunderstorms on Monday. This is true right across most of this part of Idaho. No rain in sight. And this is not to say that this fire is by any means as significant or more significant, no such thing, than the terrible Oklahoma fires that are actually razing houses, or the wildfires displacing First Nations people in Manitoba. This is just a piece of the puzzle, and this is reporting it from my current spot where I currently stay. I don't know about any of the rest of you wonderful reporters such as Pink and Dutch, Sheila, many others who do very broad spectrum reporting and have been faithfully doing so for a long time. Maybe weigh in with me, eh? But it does seem that as the severity of our times increases, it seems to be that almost it's difficult to do the more global stories unless one has a particular focus, such as Pink does in regard to Fukushima, or uh, such as Itchy Radchick does in regard to radiation issues. Sometimes now it seems that one can only report from one's local area and let that be a part of the whole. This story, though, is becoming more and more important for the larger community because of the area that it impacts, which is long standing being a recreation area for many people, and because of the increasing severity. Here's a picture of crews with Nifty crews prepare to jump. Excuse me. Yeah, they are jumping fire, but here they're preparing to pump fire retardant into the tank of a U.S. military C-130 cargo plane. This was on Wednesday last month, so this picture is not pertinent to this story. But remember, I talked about the C-130s being relocated to Idaho, and at least 2 of the C-130s are being deployed on wildfires burning north of Boise, one of which is the HALSTEAD fire. Lightning is considered what caused the wildfire burning in the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness in central Idaho on Saturday, which has grown to about 34 square miles, fire officials said. Parenthetically, today. There are about 330 firefighters working the HALSTEAD fire, located about 18 miles northwest of Stanley. The wildfire is burning in a forest of mostly, pay attention here, this is the problem, a forest of mostly bug-killed lodgepole pines, with some pockets of fir saplings that are sending the fire skyward. Fir does tend to lend itself to blow-ups. The fire is traveling in north, east, and southeast directions. So it's northwest of Stanley, and it's traveling in north, east, and southeast directions, again toward Stanley, and toward many other places. This is becoming quite a fire. Officials issued an emergency closure report on Friday for portions of the Salmon Chalice National Forest and Sawtooth National Forest, which banned travel on some roads and trails. Crews are working to establish an anchor point in the southwest corner to prevent it from spreading to Highway 21, a well-traveled route between Boise and Stanley. There are multiple road and park closures in effect from this fire, which can be found on the chart below. And note, more wildfire news. I won't go there tonight, but I did promise you an update. This is really becoming something. This is now the HALSTEAD Fire Emergency Area Closure. Okay, this is of yesterday, and now there are additions. It's huge. Okay, I'll show you a few photos. That's the current update. I don't see anything currently about containment. I'm gathering there's very little containment yet, if any. Probably not. If they're still working to establish an anchor point, there's really no containment. This is just out of control. Here are some photos of the HALSTEAD fire. And there, as I say, there's many other fires burning in Idaho at this time. There's HALSTEAD wildfire photo taken from a helicopter. Photo U.S. Forest Service. That's a pretty fierce fire, especially getting into that fir. And you can see, and I pointed this out in a video I made about a month ago, showing how much of this area consists of dead and down and dying timber. Well, you can see bug kill right here. Wildfire is burning in a forest of mostly bug-killed lodgepole pine, with pockets of fir that are sending the fire skyward. That's blow-ups. That is fire that jumps highways and rivers and lakes. Really sad. This is a stunning photo, again, from the U.S. Forest Service. Absolutely stunning photo of the outlying hills and mountains, everything blanketed in smoke. Still quite smoky in my area today, but we're not concerned about my area. Concerned about Stanley and the wilderness northeast and southeast of this fire. This is also quite dramatic. Photo from a plane, probably from a C-130. So this fire is spotting also. It's jumping. 34-mile square area. Okay, there's actually 14 photos or so, it looks like. I'll leave that to you to explore. Thank you for watching, and if you do have loved ones in this area who have gone into the backcountry, who are planning to, please keep them notified. Thanks for watching. Much love. Two Wolves out.